Adnan. We have just had a very stirring speech from Bilal Erdogan. Of course, that's the son of President Recep Tayyip Erdogan. He is carrying on many of the messages that his father does repeat in the speeches that we see from President Erdogan across the world. Now, to decipher this speech even further, I'm joined by Mustafa Caner. He is an associate professor at the Sakarya University. Thank you so much, Professor, for joining us. When you hear the words of Bilal Erdogan talking so much about this massacre after massacre that we are seeing in Gaza, talking about how it's so important to be here even though there is a ceasefire in place, what is it that you take away from that speech?
You know, it's very cold here. What's even colder in Gaza, because Gazan people don't have proper housing, proper food to eat, because Israel is preventing humanitarian aid to get in Gaza. People are there. They don't have enough, capacity to meet their basic demands, daily needs. So we are here to show our solidarity and support to Palestinians. We don't forget them at all. Today is the first day of the new year. We are hopeful. Palestinians are hopeful. They don't give up. They haven't given up for the last 75 years. So they are, continuing their struggle. They keep continue, and we are here to show our support from our very hearts. Our hearts are, beating with them. So I think it's very important to be here to show that we are always with Palestine, and we are not letting them to fight alone against the genocidal state Israel. As you know, even though there is a ceasefire on paper, we know that this ceasefire has been repeatedly violated by Israel. So Palestinians are still struggling. So we are here to show our support. We use every way to resist against Israeli oppression, like boycott, like this civil protests. It's really important to show the world that the Palestinian cause is still alive. So Turkish people here to show their support.
And what's so interesting is we talk about the violations of the ceasefire. I mean, there is a paradigm of people who will look at the fact that there are hundreds of thousands of people demonstrating in Turkey, and they will say, well, why would that be if there's a ceasefire in place? The Palestinians should be safe. Which obviously, number one, we have to look at the fact that there have been nearly 1,000 violations of the ceasefire. There have been some 400 Palestinians killed, 40 arrested over the course of the nearly 3 months of ceasefire. But also, Bilal Erdogan had mentioned that it's about freedom for the Palestinians. And freedom doesn't just end at a ceasefire. It ends, I would imagine, at a Palestinian state. So what exactly is the goal of the protesters here today?
This is really important, because there is no only one way to fight against Israeli oppression, because the oppression comes in many ways. Like it comes in universities. You remember the campus protests erupted in the United States, and how powerful elites forced university presidents to resign. So it's every form of oppression. So we have to resist in every way. So even though there is a ceasefire, there are still violations. Even there was no violation, Palestinian cause is still alive, because it should be alive, because there is an occupation going on in West Bank, in Gaza. The settler colonialism still on. So that's why we are here, and the struggle will continue as much as we can, as much as we are alive. We are always be with Palestinians. We will always be with them.
Thank you so much, Professor, for being with us. That's